Okay, so Saturday morning auction. We are in Girard, Michigan. And at kind of a weird place because I think it's an old church or schoolhouse maybe,
I think it's a church, yeah.
but it looks to be that it was abandoned for a long time and somebody finally is deciding to sell the stuff. Chris thought this somebody wanted an antique store at one time. I don't know, but let's go see what there is.
Packed
Just
with old
chatted with
things.
the auctioneer. This is one of at least 3 auctions. So they brought a lot of things out on tables, and I already spy some jadeite. So let's go check it out. It's about 50 degrees. We've had storms come through this last week, but it's better than yesterday was like 85 and high humidity. So we'll just take it at the 50 some degrees, and you can put more clothes on. People don't like it when you take a lot of clothes off. Sounds like he was a collector, but not a seller. He didn't. He just liked to buy stuff. Those are cool. Wow. Okay. Well, that's Amberina. Those are nice. Oh, wow, y'all. They color coordinated it. Oh, got some bluebirds of happiness. Got some more fish. Oh, hi, beautiful. Oh, yeah, they say Fire King. That's a great collection. Oh, that's nice. Nice vase. Hmm. Restaurant wear. Okay. Had to pop in on the other side. Oh, Vaseline refrigerator. Oh, no lid. Oh, hopefully I can come home with these today.
What's that?
I said, hopefully I can come home with these today. That's one of my collections. Do you have your light on you? I'll try not to drool in front of people over it, but we're like an hour and a half early, so. Yep, that's my collect. Oh, couple Fire King, nice. Yeah. Ooh, that's a stack. Pray for me. Peppers. Look at that chocolate Cupid doll. Oh no, maybe not a chocolate. Yeah, look at how. Oh, that's what happens when things sit way too long. He said it's been sitting for 30 years in this building. And the mother, he passed, but the mother is in a nursing home, so it's a living estate. Oh, look at those. There's two. Hi. Those are cute. The little cats. Oh. Uh oh. Mm. Everything right here. We will not leave with any money today. I will eat ramen noodles all week. Oh, all week long I will. What did? Oh, that is a little cutie.
So they were hooked onto,
Before air conditioning.
yeah, they were hooked onto the framework.
That's funny. Okay, that's a something. Oh, Miss, are these that Miss Priss? Oh, and then there's a yellow pair. And then another pair. Oh, those blue kitties are cute too. Mm.
It's like just one seasoning.
This oh, this would be a stack of restaurant-ware ironstone plates. Nice little, just missing their saucers.
Yeah.
This is it right here. Is a Homer Laughlin ironstone piece.
What brand is it?
That is the restaurant-ware. I don't know how to say it, but ooh. But I see over here. Hold on, let me. Oh, there's a Meekin in there. There's a whole bunch of the restaurant dish styles. Some people collect that color. Oh.
The cow jumped over the moon.
Oh, and it's cracked. It's cracked. Oh. Oh. Always like the plaid. Chris will look at these. I don't see any glowy though. I don't see any glowies either.
It's got a bake light in the center.
Huh?
No name the one. Oh, it is. It's Firestone.
Firestone? Well, this is weird. Look at. Oh, I thought it was this. I thought these two were attached. They're not attached. I'm like, that's got a. And
This is actually angle finder.
do you think that glows? It's bright enough. I don't know. Where's Chris with the glowy light? It's a bourbon container.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's missing his horn.
Yeah.
But the matador got him already. I'm sure that glows. Yeah.
Yeah. It may not look pretty like that, but if you have a collection of glowy, if you just be beautiful. Another bourbon bottle. So they'd have to come last night. What am I looking at? 1923? Holy cow. 1940.
Greek American class.
Huh. Yeah, almost. Didn't have to drive as far this time.
Yeah, no, I had a long drive.
Where do you live?
Cincinnati.
Oh, you did have a long drive, but it's worth it. Oh, look at those. Oliver typewriter. Those are nice. A random little cute cloche. I like that flag holder though. Oh. Oh, it's heavy. It's cast. That's crazy. What are these umbrellas? I don't know. What hats? What are those? You guys tell me. I don't know. They'll probably tell us during the auction, but oh geez, look at all the jugglers. Exercise weights. These are ginormous. Oh, those are awesome. Morrison Greenery. Camel advertisement. That is another close, actually. Boards. What are you showing me, honey? Oh.
The monkeys.
The monkeys?
But if you want miniature frogs.
Oh.
We went to go do something.
Baby monkeys.
That's so tiny.
I swear I put it back in.
Oh.
Oh, here's that.
That's yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to help it. Are these just a whole bunch of chia pets? What are these? That looks like a chia pet. Are these chia pets? I don't know. Comic character. Huh. Hat rolls. Whole bunch of baskets. Old books. Old books are going crazy lately. I don't know if y'all have noticed that or not. Oh, that's a jadeite. This is a custard. I bet you that goes. I'd have to get Chris, but trailers of Rusty Crusties. Some more trailers of Rusty Crusties. Hey, take that. More baskets. Like I said, books have been selling. I love littles. I like the little books. That's what I always like. More baskets. Good morning. I hope you dressed warm.
I did. As warm as
I didn't know if this was a little Bible or not. American Songster. Oh, they just been sitting for too long. So here's the building. I wanted you to hear all the pretty birds and people talking. Stained glass is, what did you say,
1876.
1876. Oh, there it is. I see it now.
So disrepair.
Yep. So it was a townhouse. A meeting hall.
Okay.
Oh, holy cow. Displays. Okay, we're going to go look at the furniture. Hello.
Everybody's got one of those little tables.
I know, and I couldn't sell one to save my life. I had to give it away.
They got their own porta potty.
I'm so glad we have
They
indoor.
got two.
I'm so glad.
Three.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we have indoor plumbing.
Just so you don't lose
I know they stringed it on there. Oh my god. That is ornate. That looks so like it needs refreshed because it would look like it would be
Indian
breakable.
chair. Well, it's all leather.
Yeah, that it's really dry leather. That's a cutie. Tent is a whole. They didn't bring any of the baristas out, which is what Chris was hoping for today. Holy cow. Oh, he's showing his skills of knowing what that. It turns into a table. Huh. So then you have all these antiques, and then you got that. You know.
Time on it all. Big time. 38 Jersey. So 25 right there we go. Bidder number 55. Bidder number 20, 29, 22 and a half, 22 and a half. Bidder make it 22 and a half. I have 20 right here. Now 2 and a half. Guys hit with a make 22. Fit. Sold $20 right there. We go. Your number, please. 40 hit with a make 45. 50 hit with a make 50 now. 55. 55 hit with a make 55 now. 60 back here. Now 70. Then 70 hit with a make 70 back here. Guys hit with a make 70 here. Now 70. Sold $60 right there. Bidder number 55.
It's so funny how like one day of spring goes from 80 and you're sweating to death at a greenhouse to going to an auction and you should have brought your winter gear.
And you got windburned.
Yeah, that's spring in Michigan. So this auction, oh wow. So unfortunately what was pictured in the picture wasn't necessarily what was going to be sold that day because they have to have multiple auctions. It sounds like by the time they finish it up, it's going to be like 5 auctions because he had a store, I guess, up north too. So they're going to be bringing stuff down. But oh wow, these are some amazing treasures. So I will have to share the haul with you all. It was nice because it wasn't like there was 2 rings, there's 2 auctioneers. There was a good amount of people, but it wasn't like a crowded house. There was
because it was 2 rings, they were spread out.
Yeah, so there was because a lot of times you're like some auctions you go to and you can't hear the auctioneer and you can't see what they're holding up because they were doing picks. So they would say, okay, this is the glassware, blue glassware, we're picking out pieces so everything was a pick until like the end. So it took a fair amount of time, but that is what gets the family the most money. That's what gets the auctioneers the most money. So I get that. So. Okay, so it seems like I got a lot of the same thing. I got a lot of the same thing. So I think we're just going to take the camera down. Well, I guess I can show you a couple pieces. I can pick them up. So maybe just the lamps.
Hold the lamps. And
So we got 2 glowy, very glowy, older lamps. They don't have shades. I don't even know if they work. Somebody might have to rewire them. I just sold the floor lamp that I had gotten like this. So I'm not going to buy a shade other than we will. Maybe plug them in. I don't know. It may be one of those things you sell as is, or you do it in a surge protector.
I think they'll be fine to plug in.
So yeah, I other than a light bulb, I'm not buying a shade for them. I don't even know what shade would go.
They definitely need cleaned.
Yes, they definitely need cleaned. There might
30
be
years of neglect is a lot of
yes,
long time.
some flea bites on this one, but that does not take away from the custard glow of the uranium. 2 extremely dirty, but nice lamps, nice older lamps. So other than that, everything's kind of small, so we'll just take the camera down and then share it with you. Somehow I bought the whole box. So these really are this is probably the newest version of Chia Pet, but these are older Chia pets.
Well, this guy actually had he cut out clippings in the papers or added things to everything, so you kind of know what they are.
So this is Patty O'Hare planter, 1940s. Some are a little bit, some might have some chips or anything, but his face is amazing. Yeah.
So what do you think about washing them though?
They're just clay, like terracotta. You would just, you'd be able to wash them, scrub them, and they would just dry.
They didn't have that glaze on them like I'm used to.
Yeah, well, like what you mean, like this?
Yes.
Like I said, these were probably a little bit newer versions. So not Patty O'Hare. This is Patty O'Sheep and Ram. Tiny cloche. Everything's pretty dirty. It's been sitting around for
decades.
Yes, decades. So I did do a pick of some salt shakers because there was a lot of them, and I just kind of I was just guesstimating. I know people collect, and I know, was this Miss Priss? Is that who that is? I thought the cats were a little bit in flamingos and these cute little birdies. And these are plastic, but I liked the graphics of them. And Humpty Dumpty's always good. Though not all white butter pats, they're still butter pats. And I might be able to save on to them and maybe find another jewelry box someday. I just thought these little trinket hearts were very cute. And then this is bride and groom. And they would have wrapped around the candles. I thought they were super sweet. Like I said, everything needs washed. We have some washing to do.
The pile.
Yep.
And this wasn't all they had of these.
Nope, I did not take it. There was 3 stacks of these, and I knew the other reseller. So I first took the first stack that I didn't think it had a lot of chips in it. Because there
was a lot of things up there that were damaged.
Yes, yeah. So I ended up getting 2 stacks. So we did a second pick the second time with the one that had so you bid, and then the auctioneer did let somebody else pick another stack at the same price I paid for it. I didn't take all of them, and then we bid again, and then I took the last stack of them. So, and there are I'm still kind of
20 there though.
1, 2, 3. 20, 21, 22. 22 of them, and I need to go through, see which ones are chipped because,
And the top 3 or so you already went through and they were.
Right, I just found this other one that looks a little chipped down here too, so I need to go over them a little bit better. I actually was in the need of jadeite bowls, and here's a couple more there. I think I have a small one in my booth, and I might have a 3 stack, which if you can get the 3, you can get a lot more money. This one's a little bit different color. So
are these all Fire King?
These are all Fire King, yeah. Fire
so they're
King.
Not going to glow.
No, Fire King. This one's unmarked. These are Fire King.
Just so you know, when you're going out in the wild hunting for this.
Yes, these are Fire King. And then
Fire
these are actually Anchor Hawking, right? Yeah, Anchor Hawking, jadeite, little creamer and sugar. This is a Fire King. I didn't go, there was 2 of them and one was chipped, so I didn't take the chipped one because it's really hard to sell. Hopefully it cleans up good. Chris can turn off the light again because these are glowy ones. So yes, this is one I will keep, and this is the green that I collect. And then this is more of like it's a green, but it's almost a yellow custard. And no, that one doesn't glow.
That one doesn't glow.
But I did get the refrigerator dish. We found the lid.
With the lid was sitting on a different table. So I pointed it out to one of the guys that's helping at the auction house that we went to. And he said, well, I'll match it up.
Yes.
And that makes it much more valuable.
Well, and if you're at an auction and you see a piece that goes together, don't just put it together. Just get one of the auction people and let them know that it goes together. It's just politeness. It's just rudeness. Even though you know it goes together, it's not your auction to run. Yeah, because people, that's the worst thing when people are moving things around like that. So they know where they put stuff out. They may not have known that it was together because they have a lot to go through. But
oh, and look who's above her head.
Oh yes, Tater has to be hot. Hi Tater, say hi to everybody.
Tater time out.
Yep. So then this is just another little like jadeite bowl, which is a nice little.
But
trinket.
that one did not glow.
That one does not glow. And then I realized after now that I'm looking at these are general store tags. So I do have some tags.
They would have slid in the racks, right?
Right. Yep. You would have slid them in the racks.
Held the bread or whatever.
Yep. Just held a price tag. Oop.
Oh, now it's got all sorts of flea.
Well, it does have flea bites in it. It's old.
Ironstone?
Ironstone for days. Ironstone plates. These are the trinket, or not trinket, coffee cups. This was sold like this. I love it. I love the little mustard, you know. I don't know how well these will clean up. We'll find out. If not, they're beautiful as is. We got some plates. I actually even have our one that's discolored. So yeah, because people like the crazy. So we'll see what I have of those. And I paid like minimal.
Oh, you want to explain the?
Oh, and then this was in the Crocs. And they thought it went with the Crocs. And I asked, can you sell this separately? Because this actually goes into an ironstone. There's an ironstone round butter dish. And this would have been the insert in it. That's always seems to be missing. And then you have a lid. So they did, luckily, you can ask. They can say no, but they were nice enough to let me buy it.
And this group does. If you ask them to sell something separately,
yes,
they normally
yes,
do.
Most auctioneers will. If you're polite and you're nice and you're just, wait your turn and then ask. So here's a couple more ironstone pieces. I'm not even sure. This is a Homer Laughlin. What it was, of course, it's missing its lid. This would have been some type of a sauce. And then this one has the little, I thought it was lions, but I think it's a human head.
That does look like a human face.
It's definitely a human head. And then Chris got these two pieces in one of his lots. And they do say medical, United States Army Medical Department.
There was a lot of military stuff at this auction.
So, I think they're cool. And then
ginger beer,
even though it's made to look like the Croc one, it's not. It's glass. And nobody wanted the bottles this round, so and then Chris just wants to keep this in his collection. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, yeah. So Christmas, I'm weak. Anyway, so let me not forget these pieces. This is just a nice little postal scale, confectionery scale, not even a postal, but I love the graphics on it. And nobody really cared about scales, but I love old scales. I got this little cutie for minimal. It doesn't have a handle, but I think they're great decor pieces at Christmas, and I can't even open it up. I mean, it's a great background with that plaid. So I had to buy these trees because I wanted this guy. Oh no. And he's a little worse for wear. Kind of like the bunny that I got. Takes a moment. His beard is there. But I wanted him. I liked him. He's old and he's used and abused and made in Denmark. So they ended up selling the whole lot of, not these ones, but these pictures and then these Santa mugs all together as a lot. So that was awesome. And then I had to pick these separately, these Santa mugs, and then some other little Santa things. And that one, y'all, for my crazing lovers, well, this will definitely go on an auction for you all. Usually, I mean, I usually don't really resell the minis, but I'm not usually a crazing one like that. It does get a crack, but and maybe it'll all wash off. I don't think so. So, yeah. So this little guy probably will go on auction. I got a little elf, and you'll see Santas all around, and like the pics. This is a paper mache one. Some other little Santas, paper mache boot, some fun little light bulbs. These are some postcards. Those were some postcards.
Some plastic deer.
Yeah, yep.
Pulling the sleigh.
Snowman is hanging out over here with the Easter. He's got some issues, but I think I can clean him up and we can make him cute during the season. Paper mache bunnies. Well, these two are paper mache, and then this one is chalk, and then Chris got this one.
This is a bank, and like I said, they wrote down everything. He was selling it for $55, but if I could pull that off, it probably. Nope, that one doesn't say anything. But a lot of his stuff actually had messages written on them to remind him what they were.
Yes. And then I bought the box of weights because the black and white sell really good. These ones with all that black is amazing, y'all. So these are just great decor pieces. You can use them as weights and exercise if you want. So these are 1 pound. Like this one's 1 pound. That one is...
What are the big ones? 3?
I think the big ones are 3. I think this is 2 or 1.5. And they say them somewhere, but you got to be careful because it's all booby trapped. It will like start to fall. Somewhere there was a 3 pound on it, but yeah, right there. Mm. So yeah, when one falls, they all fall. It's like bowling pins. Third time I've ever seen paper mache come up. So
they're all missing the paper on the inside.
They're all missing the paper, but they have that
where you can buy that.
If it matches up. But yeah, I like the green, and maybe I will decorate with them. Who knows? I'm having fun styling up my cabinets for y'all. So, and then my last piece is just this little
Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's not in poly. It's cold painted. It just had a little bit of wear on the top, but I thought, these are always cute. Put candies and stuff in.
But I got a squirrel nutcracker. Isn't he funny?
He is cute. He's very cute.
With that also came some puzzles
he got some good bonuses.
And then this masher came with it.
That's a beast of a masher.
Over on the tool side, they had this old, and it is a hand scoop. I don't know. It would have been a problem, though, without a back plate on there to scoop things out. You would think it would just fall through. But with a lot of this stuff that I got, I bought a mini vise because these sell well for me. But with that came this hook system. This is for concrete work. So when you're actually...
I told him they're like booby traps.
Well, since we're done, let's just leave them.
Yeah, just let them lay down. Oh, a couple of the barbells came, but yes, I know from experience of 2 are good. A whole bunch of grouped together is like bowling.
So out of this grouping, though, the thing that I was going for, some of the things I was going for is this plumb bob. Those sell well for me. Look at this mini bottle jack. I guess it would have been for the kids' wagons, maybe, to change a tire.
I don't know.
This ashtray, which is actually shaped as a dustpan. It's Cleveland. There was something else. Oh, this little Stanley, which is a depth finder.
Yeah, it had the tag said something, right?
Yes, that's what I was saying is he had wrote down on a lot of things what they were. Then another lot extra that I got. I don't plan on picking it up and doing anything with it, but it's a clarinet.
I don't even know if all the pieces are there.
I don't know.
Isn't there something supposed to be there?
There is something in there.
Oh, well, what do I know?
I don't know if that's what's supposed to be in there.
We don't play the clarinet. We don't know anything about that.
One of the things I guess I could say I paid up for, but it still went very reasonable, was this. And I have never seen, oops, wrong way. I've never seen a ratchet set this old. It still has the paperwork with it. But it is patented on March 15th, 1910. And it's so old it doesn't have a forward and reverse. So your forward would have been going like this. And if you wanted to reverse it, you'd flip it over because it can only go one way.
Oh, Silver King adjustable handle ratchet and socket wrench.
And it's got all of the sockets that would have came with it.
That is huge.
So,
and a couple extra things that you're not sure what they go to. But cool.
Lastly, that was some auction extras too. It's a cedar. Usually they did grass with it. And then a couple of gun rifle holder sleeves. This one is donated by Sam Crowney. It's his WW2 volunteer fireman issued from Lansing, Michigan. So back in the day, you'd fill that up with water. So this would be like a 5-gallon bucket that at that point you would hand pump it and use that to put out your fires. And over on the furniture side, the only piece that I did get was for $250, a little child's rocking chair.
There you go. So most of you know that Alex is a reseller. So he lives an hour and a half away from us, and he thrifts in a whole different area that we do. He has some amazing sales. So he shows up every once in a while with a box of yummies, and so I had to share them with you. These are the yummies. A couple ironstone pitchers. Look at the crazing on that one. I know it's got a crack, but the crazing is amazing. And then a little ironstone sugar dish. So awesome.
You got me a Budweiser tray.
So kind of fun. Yeah, that's just a little stopped at a local estate sale. So anyway, so thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoy going into auctions with us because they're our jam, and that's where we can accumulate a lot of treasures. You can get those unique items. You can get those highly sought after items that you necessarily can't always just run into at every. I mean, some people are lucky enough to like walk into a garage sale like Alex and find a piece of jadeite and
or Viking.
Or Viking, yeah. Anyway. So anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see where we've been shopping. Bye.